Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Now this is going to be another testing video using the experimental LM4 life energy meter based on Wilhelm Reich's works and device that he used to use to measure orgone life force energy, okay? So that's set up over there, I'll show you that in a minute, but these charge plates here, so this is something from us that we have made here, alright? And this here is something from Rohla, alright? So we're going to put them head to head and basically just see the difference, okay? So a quick look at this one here that we've made. It's got that Vortex antenna coil with a geometric pattern on it, all right? And yeah, it's got certain crystals in there and that. Some are the same, some are different, meaning it's got selenite, there is clear quartz going around. This one here's got big chunks of clear quartz. This one here has amethyst and kyanite. We don't have that, but there we do have black tourmaline, we do have carnelian, we do have hematite, we do have shungite throughout the whole thing. There's lots of other stuff. There's lots and lots of smashed up, crushed, powdered like dust, selenite and quartz crystal throughout the whole thing too. I doubt this one does have that all in his stuff here. I believe he uses... that could be like brush shavings there, that gold, I think. Like, yeah, similar to what we've got in here. You can see little brass bits. But there's gold in here, real 24 karat gold. Yeah, I can't tell you too much about what's in here because I don't know. Rohla himself's not going to tell you exactly what's in here. He gives you a list, but I dare say there's more or different ways, different stuff in here. You know, he'd have his own secret way or secret ingredients, I bet. All right, and how he goes about the whole thing, as we do. All right, so let's just get head to head with this experiment. So it's just set up over here. It is on as well. That needle is on 0 or past 0, but when I approach this meter here, so if you've seen other videos, I use this here. This is a dielectric filter. What it does is allows it to enhance and pick up more life force energy. All right, so yeah, it's on 0. Sorry for the pause. I'm just checking out the calibration here, that's all. All right, so what we're going to do, it's on 0. It's on. You see it picking up my life force energy as I approach. Obviously, when I touch it, it's going to max out because I'm a living being with lots and lots of energy. All right, but these devices do help. All right, so on 0, we'll put Rohla's one down. First, just like so, just place that on there, okay? I'm actually going to get up, might be easier. Just stand here, and I won't move. But I will move the phone, the camera, so you can see what that registers as. So it was on 0, now it's about 15, 16. You can see that, right? Now we do get different readings when we flip them over because normally the top of it normally reads higher. All right. Well, that's because of the dense combination of crystals in that, or the energy just wants to float up like a pyramid. You think of a pyramid structure, energy comes from the base and wants to float up. All right. So we do get a higher reading. And you can see that's about, say, 26, 27. All right. So it is different. All right. So just keep that in mind. The highest way up is about 27. Okay. So we'll chuck him back down, chuck him over there. Oh, maybe this was a bit too close, but that's all right. We'll see the difference. I might just do it again. So it's back on 0. All right. So we'll put it down this way. So once again, this is one that we've made here. And look at that. So it's already higher than that one there when it was the strongest way. All right. So once again, we're going to flip this as well. So 31, maybe 32. So just say it's just over 30. We'll go ahead and flip this now. You can see how shiny this is. Hey guys, see my reflection in there. I don't know if I showed you the base before, but the lighting isn't very good in here, guys, so I apologize. But I've got all the blinds open, as you can see in this room. The light's on, but it's not that great. All right, so flipping it over, I'll just center that again because I must have knocked it off. Not that that really matters, it's just the distance away from that, and that filter it's got to go through there, it senses it more better. All right, so where are we at now? Is that 50? Well, there you go. I'm going to approach it so you can see it move. See that? All right, so it is on 50 right there, bang in the center. All right, so massive difference over the Ken Roller variant. So with this LM4 as well, the way it works, and one of the main reasons why I'm doing this filter is very important. It's because it filters out. Now you can place, because they do say about this here, the people who, Helionosis, I think is the company, they make it in Canada. They do tell you that when you measure stuff, you've got to be aware of metals. So if you have a piece of metal, just say a sheet of steel or aluminium, or doesn't matter, piece of pipe, whatever, it is going to register on it. That doesn't mean it's got life force energy. What it's doing is the metals act as a reflector. It bounces back into the device, giving off like a false reading or whatever. That's not to say. So what I'm getting at is these here are loaded with metals. Ken Rollers is loaded with metals. He's got quite a few metals in his different types that is on his website that you can read. But like I said, I don't think he would tell you everything that's in there. We don't, that's for sure. But what I'm getting at is if you just had metal, these are loaded with metal, it reflects that and it gives you a reading, okay? So by putting the dielectric filter in place, it diminishes that reading. Like it doesn't matter, like it reads less. Like if you put a piece of metal on there and then put the filter in it and put it on again, it'll read less. Not just because you've got the little bit of distance between it, but because of the way the dielectric filter works, it decreases that what phenomenon? I don't know. It decreases that reflection from the metal, but it amplifies picking up life force energy. So this amplifies the effect of only picking up life force energy and negates the effect by the metal on the machine, if you can understand, okay? So that's how that works. So this is going to give a more true reading of the life force. We're only interested in measuring the life force energy, okay? So this is more in depth of how this thing works, because you can literally put, like I said, like a piece of metal on there, a coin, whatever. So what it's doing is it's trying to pick up the life force energy, okay? Sensitive, anything that's on it, approaching it, whatever. But the metals will reflect and give a reading, and it's a false reading, okay? So they do describe that, they do say that on their website. You have to understand that. There's people out there that are just making orgonite inferior. They're making it differently. They're making it wrong. In my opinion, it's not just my opinion, it's people like Ken Roller, for instance, who will actually say this as well. And he uses powdered materials. Does this look like it's got chunks of aluminium and big chunks of metal in it? Yes, you got little small brass bits in there, but they're tiny, and that's not the primary source. This is just dense full of powders and dust like stuff, okay? And let's see if I can give you the lighting. Yeah, you can sort of see around the crystals that brownness, and there's bits of black through there. There's lots of stuff in here, right? But ours is primarily black. There's a reason for that. There's lots of shungite in there, black iron oxide in there, and other stuff in there, other metals and stuff. But primarily ours is black. All right, full of paramagnetic stuff. There's and minerals and stuff. But what I'm saying is, basically ours is stronger. Let's be real. Once again, I might show it again. Now, because it's sensitive, even more sensitive with this. Sorry for the camera moving around. I've been in trouble with this for other people saying, you need a tripod. But yeah, maybe one day. Now I'll do it again. All right. So this here was also closer when I measured Ken Rollers at the start. So it might even be picking up that. So it might be different reading now. Who knows? But let's just see. Let's just measure it the strongest way around instead of doing it all again, both sides, la la la. But let's have a go. So I can't remember what it was. but this needle does jump around. But what we're going to do is do this again and see the difference again. You're going to see the same sort of difference, okay? So it's like 20, 21, 22. All right, we'll remove it. All right, place it over here. Grab R1, we'll just do it the strong way around, okay? Put it on there. And we'll zoom in. So I know it was about 50 before, so now it's, well, it is less, but maybe this positioning is different. Yeah, so you can move this around slightly. Sorry about the zoom. You can move this around, like if it's off center or whatever, it's gonna measure differently, okay? See, it's a bit less, but when it's truly above, just center everything again. Try to get it as center as possible, so it's right above that little square probe that sits right here, okay? Okay, we'll do it again. Yeah, now it's close to 50, okay? So centered everything, and it's close to 50, which is before it was sitting on 50, okay? So I will just approach this, and just so you can see the needle where it is, okay? You see that? Yeah, all right. So yeah, guys, that is it. That is, how good's that? So Ken rollers, we know measuring them the strong way is a big difference. This was just over 20, 21, 22, and this is close to 50. So there is a massive difference. Vortex coil antenna, these things are seeming to be proving that they are just insane. All right. Trust me, I've said this a few times in other videos. The video's coming where I talk about this and how they work, okay? Where I talk about the geometric vortex antenna coil, okay? Yep, so that is coming. The way this is designed, there is a large quartz crystal bang in the center. That's that clearness that you see. Now, and also if you're still watching, now this here was on hold for a customer, but we can't get in contact with them. They bought a lot of stuff from us. One of the big custom orders that you've seen, the video I just put up recently, probably 1 or 2 videos ago, that was their order. All right. So obviously not going to say their name or anything like that, but ultimately it doesn't matter. But they wanted this. We said we'd hold it. We said we didn't want to deposit because we, I guess, trusted them because I've bought so much already. Okay, so. But you just can't get in contact with them anyway. But if those people, if you are watching and you know who you are, just let us know that you don't want it. I think that's reasonable, very reasonable. Because we could have put this up on Etsy ages ago, and someone else who really wanted it, needed it. It's a need for this stuff now, and it might have been benefiting someone right now instead of just sitting here. Right, and as well, like I am trying to. This is a little small business of mine that I've made with the help of my partner, and we do need money flow. I'm basically a stay-at-home dad, and when I can, I do this stuff. All right, this is my passion. This is a lot of years of research and stuff like that. And now I'm putting it to use, basically. But yeah, my partner, she works when she can. It's only a casual job too. It's what she could get at the time. And everyone needs money, don't they? But we're not greedy. We're just getting by. What I'm saying is this here could have been sold and helping us out and helping out the people who bought it. And that's all we want, basically, to give our knowledge, give our stuff to people to utilize. It's highly functional. They do have a place, especially in this day and age where the world's crazy. Lots of EMFs, everything electrical is crazy. Everything's smart, 5G, The water's crap that's coming out your tap. The water, if you distill your water or whatever, you need to energize it, that's for sure. You can do other things. Basically having this around water, your food, your fridge, your people, your plants, when you sleep, bedside table, it's going to be beneficial for you, okay? This gives off Lifeforce energy. You've seen it on the meter. It's constantly doing its thing all the time. Always producing it, always putting it out. It's picking it up and throwing it out, and it's changing the negative stuff. That's how these here work, okay? Very, very basic, what I just said, how they work. You can get into the real... It's a structuring energy that these here throw off, okay? Anyway, guys, that's my rant. That's my test. I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, this is a fantastic tool. And you can see the difference, okay? You know where I got this from. Mentioned his name earlier, off his website. I've had this for a few years. It's handy because that's like my baseline. And to see, because I know Ken Roland does his stuff. He knows what he's doing. He's a smart man. He's an engineer. He's lots and lots of stuff. He's in the energy game. He says that he's, for the technology and the stuff that he's been involved with different projects and producing certain stuff, has had attempts on his life. And I don't doubt that. There is definitely people out there with certain knowledge and they don't want them to talk about it. They don't want the world to know, okay? Because it's not in their best interest, the people who are running the show, the people who are in charge, okay? So, he knows what he's talking about. We can get a reading off that. We know what it is. We can make stuff and test it against that because we know he does good stuff here. We know this stuff works. He knows it works for him. He's testing. And now we're testing it with a different device. We're doing our way of testing. You can see that. The videos are proof. Okay? It's good stuff, guys. Anyway, not only that, these here work. Not only do they work highly functional, but how gorgeous are they? This is stunning. One of a kind. Brilliant work. Very polished. Very shiny. It's covered in my fingerprints and stuff now, but you give it a rub down, it comes up schmick. Yes, that's a word. But this has been knocking around, fair enough, but the coating up top, you see this is coming off. I did another video where this around the outside is quite spongy. You can mark it up and it leaves imprints via your nail. It's like it's soft in certain places, but yeah, this is, see all this? This is bubbling up. You can see that, right? So it's like lifting off. I guarantee you this won't do that. This will not do that, okay? So over time, if you drop this, you can break it. All our stuff, if you drop it, treat it like glass, yeah? You drop a glass or you drop a plate, it can break, or not just shatter and break in half and that's it, it's done. It'll chip is what I mean. It'll chip. And it depends on, obviously, if you drop it on a nice sort of carpet or whatever, you probably won't damage it at all. You drop it on concrete, it's going to chip. The same with these. These are heavy. These are heavy. You drop it on concrete, it's going to chip. You know what I mean? But mine or ours will not do this, okay? I know why this happened. It's not from me, it is wear and tear. It's how they make it and the resin they use, okay? That's why that happens. Ours is different. Can you hear that? So it's going into the make. Now, if you think of it like this as well, this resin is different than this resin. You can hear this is more of a higher pitch, like a ting, ting, ting. This is dong, 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 ting, ting. Okay. But, so things that are high like this are normally harder or whatever. So think of high tensile steel, right? High tensile steel is more, if you got soft aluminium, it's, okay? Aluminium can be hard as well, but things like, high tensile steel or whatever, that's more harder. So, and you got a high tensile steel rod, and just say you've got hard aluminium rod, okay? Aluminium rod, you can bend it. You'll be able to bend it. Or if it's really hard stuff, with a certain tool, you'll be able to bend it. A high tensile steel rod, under certain pressure, it won't bend. It'll just snap, okay? So this is basically what it is like. This is what it is like that. For something more sort of spongy, this will be more shock absorbent. It can still chip. I don't know. I think I've chipped this one a little bit there. I've got other ones as well that I've chipped. I've dropped his version of a pocket piece or a towel buster. I dropped it, chipped it. But ours might chip a little bit more, but it's not just going to crack and break and wreck it. If you slammed it on the ground and concrete, they're all going to just smash. But what I'm getting at is treat that like that. Treat it like glass, okay? Just be careful with them. But they're not going to wear like this, okay? They're not going to do this. Anyway, guys, this video is probably long enough. like, comment, subscribe, do all that. Send us a message on Etsy. Click the link to our Etsy shop. Trying to get more stuff on Etsy because we got slammed. We got someone bought all our stuff, and you know who you are, as you said. Basically, you bought lots of our stuff, forcing us to make more orgonite. Okay, and good on you. Thank you very much. You know who you are. You're a lovely person, especially to talk to. Some of the messages, good. I can relate to what you're saying. But 20-minute video this is so far. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but it's great. That's it, guys. There's lots of custom orders that we've been doing and stuff, which is even harder again because we've got stuff we have to do, which takes away from me making stuff to put on Etsy. Okay. Lots of more people are doing custom orders. All right. So we are still making some sales on Etsy, but people are wanting more pyramids and more custom pendants with the Vortex Coil antenna. I think because they can see the work going into it. It looks amazing. Not only that, it's highly functional. It works. You can see this versus this. This is really good made stuff. I've said it before lots of times. This is properly done. You know what I mean? Ken Roller's take on orgonite. He doesn't call it orgonite. He calls it Ormusite, I think. Yeah, but we just call it, this is orgonite. This is what it is. It's not, you know, from Karl Welz, but it's our take on it. All right. That is it, guys. I'm going to wrap this up. This test's really good. This test's better. Can't say more than that. But that is it, guys. Stay tuned for more videos. As always, thank you for watching.